Well, Rich here, and I'm down with the Traxxas MAXX for its first proper bash down at Shell Sands. It must be over 80 degrees down here. I'd say not a cloud in the sky. That looks like mist over there. The chances are that it's smoke from all of the nearby California wildfires, which is just in the north, up that way. So my thoughts go out to those people over there suffering with the fires. But anyway, but I think this thing may have found its ideal playground, because I thought there was the expression armour tough, but I have to say this thing has proven Traxxas tough so far. But wait till you see some of the stuff I put it through. Speaking of which, there's a nice jump. I landed backwards.
Well, in slow-mo, the car does a front flip with a twist in it and actually lands going backwards. And in this video, I'm leaving in most of the tumbles so you can see what a beating it's capable of taking.
I would say it's a car that requires quite precise jumping to get it to land nicely like that. I practiced that about half a dozen times before it went right on there. Now, you're a quick man not to get hit, Rich. This is the first area where I've been out, sort of like, and I've taken it out on its first bash before, but this is definitely its first serious terrain. Speaking of which, let's go find some. So I want to kind of brake in mid-air, and yet it doesn't need me to. Virtually, I'm maybe over-braking, overcompensating for it. A little bit more throttle on in the air, in actual fact. Well, we can land with the best of them. Quite a decent sized lateral grip on them. You do have to bear in mind it is a monster truck, so if it gets too much grip, that back end of the car is simply going to flip over and traction roll. It's like just the slightest touch of brake in the air. Doesn't need much at all to pull that nose back down. Really doesn't need much at all. Nicely caught, Rich, bit better. So it's like any new car, it's going to take a while getting used to the weight of it. Hey. Now, oh yeah, now I'm getting it. Now I'm getting it a bit more. Ooh. Well, I have to say. Oh, Richie. Didn't land like that. Still getting used to the weight in the air. This is the first serious air that I've come and taken it out on. There were a few jumps with it the other day. It's the first serious big air we've taken it out on. If you get that nice clean approach to it, it jumps very, very well indeed in the air. And it actually lands the right way up a remarkably large amount of the time. Oh, and also falls over a remarkably large amount of the time. But you have to bear in mind, it's a monster truck, it's not a buggy. Nice. And catch it just right, it's good, but not too much brake, otherwise that will pitch over, nose forwards. As the basher goes, it is putting up with me learning to jump it pretty darn well, because that's taken some serious tumbles there today. You can see the nose going up. See, the tendency is to dab the brake, but then it pulls the front right down very, very quickly indeed. So when you're letting it lift in, the fronts are not ballooning a huge amount, and I can get it to go in the air pretty much all the time if I want. I'm back on the wheels again. Good having that light bar in all this dust. Certainly, I give it the acceleration of a scalded cat, I have to say. Reasonable grip, reasonable level of grip in the turns. You've got to watch it a bit on the throttle. But straight line acceleration on them is just blistering, although I think a lot of that is down to this 100C pack. You kind of don't want too much though. And I have to say, the steering is pretty impressive on the thing. It'd be rude not to try that big kicker, really. Oh, very rude. There was barely any throttle on there at all. See what I mean? That nose pitches forwards very, very quickly indeed. See if we can do a front flip off it actually, on that basis. Oh! Didn't want to land that on the back there, Rich.
I have to say it puts up with a hell of a beating.
Surprisingly hard to line up the ramp from the side. Better. Can we take the corner at speed? Yeah, we can take the corner at speed. Tyres? For top tyres for a car, they are not bad at all. The lack of ballooning is quite impressive, as is the overall grip. That acceleration on it is the acceleration. It's got to be one of the fastest accelerating things I own, I have to say.
Just remember, guys, if you like what you see today, don't forget to subscribe.
Well, I think that was the first backflip. It's actually landed intentionally, or not. Ooh. Didn't want to land that right like that, Rich. Well, it's certainly, never mind armour tough, proving Traxxas stuff today. Better. Better. That landed. Good, 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 good. Quite pleased. I'm getting used to the balance of it. It's getting to... Ooh, he says. And let me go and do that.
Now, I've left a few of these tumbles in just to prove that it can take quite a hard knock, to say the least. In fact, he's taken some fairly severe tumbles, both on and off camera, without any damage whatsoever to the car.
Ooh, come on, Richie. When you get it right, it's gorgeous, but when it's wrong, ooh.
But just like its bigger brother, it will take hit after hit after hit without any worry whatsoever.
So it is quite rearward biased. And being a monster truck, it does want to turn over quite a bit. But when you get it right, it's very, very rewarding indeed. Just wants just enough throttle on in the air, but also just be ready with just enough brake, but not too much. Ooh. And also make sure you don't change direction at the last minute on the jumps. It's got that short steering radius, kind of goes for and against it on here. People are saying about it turning over too much, but when I give it full throttle on the hard... Look at that the steering radius is ridiculously short on there. So it is going to be have a tendency to fall over more on its side. Well, I have to say, I am very pleased with it so far. It has that level of bashability that Traxxas have not seen in a while, probably not since the release of the x-maxx. I think it's more bashable than the Rustler 4x4 is. But that body is going to get annoying when that comes off, but somebody did say it will come off quite a bit, so I would definitely say that if there's a failing on it, it's the body coming loose a bit too much. But when you look at some of the landings it takes in this video, he's not doing too badly at all. Jumping it is requiring a bit of practice and work on there. Yeah, it's something nice and flat, it's okay on there, but very, very easy to apply too much brake in the air and it front flip and stuff into the ground, as it wants to almost front flip more than back flip on there. However, if you just leave it up and then... Nah, nearly there. Nearly. Oh, see what I mean? Slightest bit too much brake, slams over front rods. So it's going to take a bit of practicing on that. And that body does want to pop off quite easily. I am finding it quite tricky to correct it in the air. Like too much brake or too little acceleration. I will say, guys, that's a 4,500 milliamp pack. I've been running for coming up on half an hour, which is just absolutely stupid. See, wheels up, sun always shines on the righteous, and somebody was looking down on me then. But it's still, even now, that pack, just like us on the full throttle. Our battery's just on cue. I can just feel that beginning to die. Well, as bashers go, I think I may have found a new go-to tool on here. Fingers crossed, nothing busted today on there. And it certainly took some hard hits. Now, I didn't jump the best today, but I left those hits in there so that people could see the kind of abuse that the Maxx puts up with. But all four wheels still on the car, suspension all good. So on that note, I'm going to call it quits and go home and get my Traxxas TRX6 scroller out to play.
Well, thumbs up if you like this video, guys. Post any comments you might have in the comment section below the video and hit the circle below to subscribe. And if you do hit the circle, don't forget to hit the bell.